it, most of us have something in our kitchen that we trust. Maybe it's the sugar jar on the counter, the cereal in the cabinet, or that bottle of ketchup in the fridge. We reach for these foods without a second thought, believing they're harmless or even comforting. But what if I told you that one common ingredient, something you probably eat every single day, is silently destroying your health? And worse, it's especially dangerous after the age of 60. This isn't about scare tactics. It's about real science and urgent truth. As we age, our bodies become more vulnerable to inflammation, disease, and metabolic imbalances. Yet many seniors unknowingly feed the fire every single day with a food that's been marketed as normal, even necessary. But behind the sweetness is a bitter truth. This ingredient is linked to heart disease, memory loss, chronic inflammation, and even premature death. What is it? Refined sugar. Yes, refined sugar. The white powder that sweetens your coffee, the syrup in your pancake mix, the hidden sugar in your salad dressing. It's everywhere, and it's quietly wreaking havoc. In today's video, we'll break down why sugar is so much more dangerous for seniors, the exact ways it affects your heart, brain, and immune system, what foods secretly contain it, and the simple swaps you can make right now to protect your health and live longer. If you're over 60 or love someone who is, you can't afford to ignore this. Let's uncover the truth and help you take back control of your health. Section 1. The hidden danger in your kitchen. Refined sugar doesn't look dangerous. It's white, powdery, and sweet. Hardly something you'd associate with disease. But that's exactly why it's so deceptive. Most seniors aren't binging on candy bars all day. Instead, they're unknowingly consuming sugar in everyday foods labeled as healthy or natural. Let's break it down. Refined sugar refers to sugars that have been processed and stripped of all their natural nutrients and fiber. It spikes your blood sugar fast, leading to insulin spikes and crashes. Worse, it's in everything, from bread, crackers, and pasta sauce, to salad dressing, low-fat yogurt, and even canned vegetables. Seniors are particularly vulnerable. Why? Because as we age, our metabolism slows, our pancreatic function declines, and our cells become more insulin resistant. That means sugar hits harder, causes more damage, and lingers longer in the bloodstream, creating a perfect storm for chronic diseases. And it's not just about the teaspoon of sugar you add to your tea. On average, Americans over 60 consume over 60 grams of added sugar per day, far above the recommended 25 grams. So while you may think your kitchen is stocked with normal food, chances are it's a minefield. That healthy granola, loaded, that morning muffin, sugar bomb, even that cup of soup? Check the label. It's probably hiding several grams of added sugar. Bottom line, refined sugar isn't just empty calories. It's an accelerant for aging and disease. And for seniors, it's more toxic than most people realize. Section 2, Sugar and the Senior Heart. Heart disease is the leading cause of death for adults over 65, and refined sugar is a hidden accomplice. While fat used to get all the blame, research now shows that added sugars are directly linked to high blood pressure, high triglycerides, and increased LDL cholesterol, the trifecta of heart disease. Here's how it works. When you consume sugar, your liver converts excess glucose into fat. This process increases harmful blood lipids and promotes visceral fat, the kind that wraps around your organs and spikes heart risk. In fact, a study published in JAMA Internal Medicine found that people who consumed 25% or more of their daily calories from added sugar were more than twice as likely to die from heart disease compared to those who kept their sugar intake under 10%. Seniors often experience arterial stiffness, and refined sugar worsens this by promoting inflammation in the blood vessels. This makes your heart work harder, raises your risk of a heart attack, and reduces circulation to key organs. Even small doses can add up. That sweetened oatmeal, 8 grams, a glass of juice, 10 to 15 grams. That slice of whole wheat toast with jam, another 10. Suddenly, you've consumed a full day's worth of added sugar before noon. And yet, the American Heart Association warns that sugar offers no nutritional benefit, only risk. If you want to protect your heart into your 60s, 70s, and beyond, cutting refined sugar is one of the most powerful steps you can take. Section 3. Sugar and cognitive decline. There's a growing body of research showing that sugar isn't just bad for your waistline or your heart, it's toxic to your brain. And for seniors, this danger is even more urgent. Scientists now call Alzheimer's type 3 diabetes because of the clear link between sugar and neurodegeneration. When you eat refined sugar, your blood glucose spikes and your body responds by producing insulin. But insulin doesn't just regulate blood sugar, it also plays a critical role in brain signaling, memory, and cognition. Over time, consuming too much sugar leads to insulin resistance in the brain, which means your neurons stop responding properly. This impairs memory formation, decision-making, and learning. It also increases beta-amyloid plaques and tangles, both of which are key markers in Alzheimer's disease. A study published in Neurology found that even slightly elevated blood sugar levels in older adults, even within the normal range, were associated with faster cognitive decline over time. You may have noticed it yourself: forgetfulness, trouble concentrating, confusion. These symptoms are often blamed on just aging, but what if they're being fueled by something in your kitchen? Excess sugar also promotes brain inflammation, which further damages neurons and interferes with communication between brain cells. And here's the kicker: this damage often begins years before a diagnosis. So the sooner sugar is reduced, the better your chances of protecting your brain. If you or someone you love is showing early signs of memory loss, start by looking at your plate. Reducing refined sugar might not just preserve your cognition, it could save your independence. Section 4. Sugar and inflammation. Chronic inflammation is behind almost every major disease affecting seniors: arthritis, heart disease, diabetes, cancer, and more. And guess what one of the biggest inflammation triggers is? You guessed it, refined sugar. When you eat sugar, your body responds as if it's under attack. It releases pro-inflammatory cytokines, which are immune system messengers that tell the body to go into defense mode. This short-term inflammation is normal, but if sugar is consumed daily, and it usually is, that inflammation becomes chronic, silently attacking your joints, organs, and tissues. For older adults already dealing with joint pain, this is a double blow. Sugar increases uric acid levels, which can worsen gout and arthritis. It also increases oxidative stress, damaging cartilage, and speeding up the degeneration of your joints. Think about it. Every spoonful of sugar could be adding fuel to your knee pain, back stiffness, or joint swelling. Inflammation also weakens your immune system, which is already more fragile with age. That makes you more susceptible to infections, viruses, and slower wound healing. And let's not forget your skin. Sugar binds to collagen in a process called glycation, which makes your skin less elastic and more prone to wrinkles and sagging. Inflammation from sugar literally ages your body from the inside out. It's not just what you feel, it's what's happening behind the scenes. And while anti-inflammatory supplements are everywhere, the real solution starts with removing the triggers, not just masking the symptoms. If you want less pain, better mobility, and a longer, more vibrant life, start by cutting sugar. Your joints, your skin, and your immune system will thank you. Section 5. The blood sugar roller coaster. If you've ever felt tired after a meal, had sudden mood swings, or experienced that mid-afternoon energy crash, chances are you've been on what experts call the blood sugar roller coaster. And for seniors, this ride is not only exhausting, it's dangerous. When you eat refined sugar, it causes your blood sugar to spike rapidly. In response, your pancreas releases insulin to bring it back down, but often it overcompensates, causing blood sugar to crash. This leads to fatigue, irritability, dizziness, anxiety, and cravings for, you guessed it, more sugar. This constant up and down cycle is harder to regulate as we age. Our bodies become more insulin resistant, and our ability to stabilize blood sugar weakens. That's why older adults are at a higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes, even if they've never had a problem with sugar in the past. But here's what many people don't realize. Even without a diabetes diagnosis, blood sugar instability can still wreak havoc on your life. It can disrupt your sleep, affect your memory, lead to poor concentration, increase your risk of falls and accidents, cause uncontrollable mood shifts. Over time, your cells become less responsive to insulin, and this insulin resistance becomes a gateway to metabolic syndrome, diabetes, obesity, and cardiovascular disease. Think of your body like a car engine. Sugar forces it to keep revving, jolting between high and low gear, wearing down your systems faster than they were meant to go. Eventually, things break. Stabilizing your blood sugar by cutting out refined sugars and processed carbs is one of the most powerful ways to regain energy, balance, and mental clarity. Section 6. The hidden sugars you're eating every day. When people hear refined sugar, they think of cookies, cakes, candy, and soda. But the truth is, the most dangerous sugars are the ones you don't even know you're eating. Food manufacturers have found sneaky ways to add sugar to just about everything. They do it to enhance flavor, extend shelf life, and make products more addictive. And they hide it behind more than 50 different names like high fructose corn syrup, dextrose, maltodextrin, cane juice, evaporated corn syrup, glucose solids. Here's where they lurk. Healthy granola bars, low-fat yogurts, whole wheat bread, flavored oatmeal packets, bottled salad dressings, spaghetti sauce, ketchup and BBQ sauce, peanut butter, canned soups, meal replacement shakes. Even products labeled natural, organic, or low-fat often contain high amounts of added sugars, sometimes more than a candy bar. This is especially dangerous for seniors who are trying to eat healthier, but unknowingly spiking their blood sugar every time they reach for these items. A typical breakfast of flavored yogurt, toast with jam, and a glass of orange juice can contain over 40 grams of sugar, well beyond the recommended daily amount before 9 a.m. So how do you take control? 1. Read the labels. Look for added sugars on the nutrition panel. 2. Avoid packaged foods when possible and stick to whole, unprocessed ingredients. 3. Be skeptical of anything labeled low-fat or low-calorie. It's often code for high sugar. Knowing where sugar hides is the first step to reclaiming your health and your kitchen. Section 7. What to eat instead. Cutting refined sugar doesn't mean you have to give up flavor, joy, or even sweetness. In fact, replacing sugar with nutrient-rich, senior-friendly foods can actually boost your energy, improve your mood, and sharpen your mind. Here's what to reach for instead. 1. Whole fruits. Fruits like berries, apples, and oranges contain natural sugars, but they also offer fiber, antioxidants, and hydration, which slow sugar absorption and support heart and brain health. 2. Healthy fats. Avocados, nuts, seeds, olive oil, and fatty fish like salmon help reduce inflammation, support brain function, and keep you full longer, so you don't crave sugar as much. 3. Complex carbohydrates replace white bread, white rice, and sugary cereals with quinoa, oats, sweet potatoes, and whole grains. These provide steady energy and prevent blood sugar crashes. 4. Natural sweeteners, in moderation. If you need a little sweetness, consider raw honey, maple syrup, stevia, or monk fruit. These are less processed and don't spike blood sugar the way refined sugar does. 5. Spices for flavor. Cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla, and cardamom can trick your taste buds into thinking something is sweet without adding sugar at all. And most importantly, plan your meals ahead. Having healthy options ready reduces the temptation to reach for sugary snacks. Even better, get the whole household involved. Seniors who make lifestyle changes with support are far more likely to stick to them long term. This isn't about deprivation. It's about restoring balance, strength, and clarity to your body. Sugar may be sweet, but health, energy, and longevity are sweeter. Let's recap. The #1 food that's secretly killing seniors isn't some rare poison or mysterious toxin. It's refined sugar, hiding in plain sight. It's in your breakfast, your sauces, your snacks, and even your healthy foods. And while it might seem harmless, science shows that refined sugar is a major driver of inflammation, heart disease, cognitive decline, joint pain, and premature aging. And here's the scariest part. Most people don't even realize they're eating it. But now, you do. The good news? You're not powerless. You can start by reading food labels, swapping processed foods for whole ingredients, choosing fruits, healthy fats, and complex carbs, drinking more water and less soda or juice, replacing refined sugar with natural alternatives. These small changes can make a huge impact on your energy, mobility, memory, and overall vitality. And the sooner you begin, the more powerful the results. So if you found this video helpful, here's what you can do next. Like this video to support our mission of empowering seniors with science-backed health info. Subscribe to Elderly and Wise so you never miss a life-changing tip. Share this video with someone you care about, because most seniors have no idea sugar is harming them this much. And if you're ready to go deeper, check out our video on death starts in your legs. You'll be shocked at what weak leg muscles reveal about your overall health. Take back your health, one step, one bite, and one choice at a time.